Good day, Broncos. Today is March 31st, and welcome to BNN.
On today's show, we take a smashing look into our Broncos Super Smash Bros. Tournament.
Then we catch up with Layla and Rain Fuller to find out more about the life on the campaign trail as their dad runs for mayor.
And finally, we visit the Broadway Broncos as they prepare for their upcoming production of The Three Musketeers.
Hi, I'm Keegan Hayes.
And I'm Jessica Miner. We have a great show in store for you today.
This week on the Boyd campus and in schools across Texas, students took their first round of STAR testing. This week, students took English 1 and English 2 tests. The next round of STAR testing is in the first week of May. Be sure to check the MBHS website for more information. As tests are stressful for students, our mayoral candidates feel the stress of the election process. It is not only the effects of the candidate, but their family as well. I met with Layla and Rain Fuller to find out what life is like on the campaign trail as their dad runs for mayor. With mayoral elections coming up, you've probably seen plenty of the signs around town advertising Pogue and Fuller for mayor. As many of you may know, the nominee, George Fuller, has two students here at Boyd, Rain and Layla Fuller. Although their initial reactions were mixed when he announced his running, they now have nothing but support for their father.
To be honest, at first, I really wasn't sure about it. I didn't really want to be the mayor's kid, but I know how important it is to him and all the things he wants to do for the community, how he wants to actually make a better McKinney, so I told him I fully support.
I was surprised because he ran when I was younger, so I didn't think that he would do it again.
We asked them how they expect the family to change if he wins and what will be different around the house.
It's interesting. I see signs of his name everywhere, and you gotta act more respectful to everyone.
There's been the events that we go to, but other than that, everything's been a lot more or less the same.
The Fuller kids are looking forward to the elections and are hopeful for their dad to be announced as the next mayor of McKinney.
I know that he's going to be very busy. He told me to tell him if he doesn't win the election, at least to tell him we get to have more family time.
I think it would change because now I would be looked at as like, oh, your dad's the mayor. So it would be cool though, because
if you've been paying attention to the election and want to place a vote, then early voting is available on April 24th through May 2nd, and you can place your vote over at Fire Station number 5 in Adriatica, as well as other places like the McKinney Performing Arts Center. Although Layla and Rain are losing some family time with Fuller, they are in full support of their dad. There are many hours going into the campaign, but they are hopeful for a family victory and excited to call their dad mayor. And they look forward to their hopeful new titles of being the mayor's kids. Keegan Hayes, BNN.
Once you turn 18, it is your civic duty to register to vote, and it only takes about 30 minutes to complete the process. There are various government locations, from the DMV to the post office, where you can register. Voting is your chance for your voice to be heard, so be sure to register so you can vote in the upcoming mayoral elections. Early voting begins April 24th and lasts until May 2nd. Election day is May 6th. From student debates to city elections, McKinney-Boyd had a race of its own. Last week, Boyd students voted for the 2017-2018 student body president, and after a close race between Mackenzie Smith and Iman Ahmed, Iman won the election.
As student council president, I would hope to bring different clubs together, McKinney-Boyd, and work with other McKinney schools.
Congratulations, Iman. The Broncos look forward to your contribution next year.
A change of pace from politics and face-to-face debates. Now let's look at the little on-screen combat. For those of you who don't know, there's a Smash Bros tournament here every month. Students have a smashing good time while they compete for the title of Smash Bros champion. Mariel Standbridge takes a look into the upcoming tournament.
You might have heard of or even come across a game called Super Smash Bros, but what you probably didn't know is there's a group of competitive fans right here at Boyd. Super Smash Bros. Is a fighting video game franchise that has taken the world by storm since its debut in 1999. Originally designed to be a casual game for almost anyone to pick up and play, most of the game's popularity has come from playing the game competitively. Students here at Boyd have begun hosting their own tournaments for the game. They call it Super Smash Broncos. They are hosted every other month after school on Fridays. Though you might not know what it is, many people get together to play and have fun. Everyone from competitive gamers to even those who just want to enjoy a lighthearted video game tournament come in to hang out.
But the casual audience we highly welcome as well, because maybe they never heard of this game. Maybe they're just interested because a friend told them to. We get that, and we want to introduce you to this, and we want you to get a feel how it is.
While originally only a tournament for Super Smash Bros. Wii U, the most recent game in the franchise, Super Smash Broncos has begun to branch out into other titles to include more of the community.
So we mainly focus on Smash 4 since that's the most recent one and most people have more access to that. However, we're also looking towards Project M, which is a mod of Brawl. We also do Brawl, and we're looking towards Melee to do as a side edition as well. That way we also get everybody involved, and it kind of helps bring in more audiences.
Along with this being an awesome event that you don't want to miss, it also has a good cause behind it. The tournament charges a $5 attendance fee to benefit the Boyd Engineering Club's Living Roof project.
Why I feel like we need to support this because, one, this project is really innovative, and I really do like the creativity that goes behind a living roof.
All right, Broncos, I gotta head out to go practice for the next tournament, but keep an eye out for updates on this awesome event. Marielle Standridge, BNN.
The next competition is April 13th, and so if you're looking for some fun after school, head over to H207 to get in on the action.
Wow, that game looks like so much fun. Have you ever played?
No, I haven't, but I kind of want to play now.
Yeah, I do too. We should head over there sometime.
Yeah, I bet I could beat you.
Oh, that's a bet. Well, speaking of combat, let's check out what's going on at the fields at Boyd as our spring sports continue to roll past their competition. What's going on, Josie?
Thanks, Keegan and Jessica. This 2016-2017 season has been a wild one for our boys soccer team with an outstanding record and performance. Reporter Thomas Zorn went down to the pitch to catch up with our Broncos on what it took for them to get their hard-earned spot in the playoffs.
Victory has been a common theme throughout our Broncos soccer season as they have climbed the ranks to number 2 in the state.
This season's obviously had a lot going on, you know, losing our former coach, but we've been able to pick ourselves up and have a great season.
With an undefeated district record, the expectations for our Broncos soccer is high going into the playoffs.
Our expectations are pretty high. We're undefeated this year, so we're just planning on making a run all the way to the state tournament, hopefully.
But the expectations have not only been present for the playoffs, they have been there throughout the whole season.
Best part of this season has just got to be winning districts, you know. It's just an awesome feeling. All the hard work's finally paying off.
Being number 2 in the state is definitely an amazing feat. However, the title came with hard work and countless hours on the pitch.
Just, you know, everyone giving their all. We're hitting the weight room pretty hard, running those extra gassers.
There's no doubt that our Broncos' hard work has paid off, and their district championship has been well earned. We'd like to congratulate them on a winning season and wish them luck as they head into the playoffs. Thomas Zorn, BNN.
Unfortunately, our Broncos lost last week in PKs to South Lake Carroll on Friday. Also on Thursday, our Lady Broncos fell to the Dragons as well in overtime. We are so very proud of these young men and women for all the hard work they have put in. Congratulations on 2 very outstanding and hard-earned seasons. And though our soccer seasons have come to a close, baseball is still swinging after their first district win over Wiley last Friday. They will travel to Plano East to take on the Panthers at 7:30 tonight. Well, March is coming to an end, and therefore the madness is too. After filling out our brackets, Thomas Zorn and I hit the halls to see who our Broncos have winning the championship in this week's Bronco Biz.
I got Louisville winning it all.
And I've got Kentucky. We should go see who our Broncos have.
Let's go. Should you winning?
South Carolina.
Wisconsin. UCLA.
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 I already know who we, you know, Baylor, you know what I'm saying? It's Waco, my dad's from Waco, you know, I'm from Waco.
Arizona.
North Carolina.
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 UCLA.
All right.
Villanova. 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 Villanova.
Yikes. So do you have winning your March Madness bracket?
Kentucky.
UCLA.
UCLA. Baylor.
Well, as you can see, many of our Broncos are excited for March Madness, even if their teams aren't in it.
And in a couple weeks, we'll see if those teams that they picked are right.
That's if their brackets aren't busted. Thomas Zorn,
Josie Cowley,
BNN.
Well, as you can see, Thomas and I didn't have any luck with the Bluegrass State, and other teams let our Broncos down as well. The madness will come to an end on Monday the 3rd. Be sure to keep watching Daily News Bits on our YouTube channel for more March Madness results and other Boyd sports action. Back to you, Keegan and Jessica.
Thanks, Josie. Another group in full swing right now are our Broadway Broncos. After a successful season of winning various UIL competitions, they return to the Boyd stage for the upcoming production of 3 Musketeers. Corbin Bell has more.
Our Broadway Broncos are performing a classic play, The Three Musketeers. The Three Musketeers is an action romantic adventure production that consists of combat fighting and sweet heartfelt scenes. Our Broncos have been practicing day in and day out, and I stopped by to see how great this play is. An adventurous play about a boy leaving his home to pursue his dreams as an elite swordsman for the French king. I talked to Hagen to find out more about the Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers, a heroic tale about three musketeers who draft a young boy D'Artagnan who goes along with them on adventures and is roped into their dilemmas.
This play consists of a hard-working cast. About 45 kids audition and about 18 remain. They have been working every day for the past several weeks, perfecting this play. I went to talk to Benji to find out how the cast and directors have such good chemistry.
We get along very well. One, because we all like the show. We think it's a very funny show, and we think all of you will like it. And our director, Mr. Layton, we get along very well with him, and he makes sure we get along well with one another. After rehearsals, we have a circle, and we talk about the things we did in rehearsals, what we like about the show, and just life and our how we were the day before.
This play consists of combat fighting with real swords and knives. It also has scenes where the actors will join you in the audience. The play is full of comedy and love scenes, and it is one our Broncos have really outdone themselves on.
A lot of really cool things that go on in the show. There's love, comedy, action, sword fighting, people doing all sorts of crazy stuff to get what they want. Evil, intrigue, it's all there, and it actually does play out a lot like a movie. And we're doing it in the round, we're changing the way things are normally done and giving people a new challenge and giving an audience something new and exciting to come watch. So as far as surprises, I don't want to give anything away, but I think if anyone comes and sees the show, they're going to love every second of it.
The Three Musketeers is premiering April 20th to 22nd at 7 p.m. in our Black Box here at Boyd. Come out and support our Broncos, and this is one you don't want to miss. Corbin Bell, BNN.
The show opens April 20th and runs through the 22nd. Performances are each night at 7. Be sure to get out there and see this great show.
When you get on stage, it's important to have the right makeup. Luckily for many, NYX at Stone Bar has you covered. I stopped by to see how this makeup store is changing the game for Broncos. Hey, I'm here at the Stone Bar Mall to take a closer look at the new NYX store that opened and all its featured products. March 3rd, doors opened for the once beloved drugstore brand NYX as they now take their first steps into the world of professional cosmetic retail and headed to a whole new level.
I used to buy them at the drugstore, so I was like they'd be crappy, but they're actually really good because their products are cheap, but they're also really good quality. I want to go to the NYX store right now.
The new NYX chain has been setting some impressive images for itself with a greater variety and improvements to their makeup.
I kind of expected it to be just like a drugstore product because all the stuff that I had gotten before I'd gotten from Walmart. But then I actually went in there and tested stuff out, and it was actually really nice. The first thing I gravitated towards was this whole wall just covered in eyeshadows and eyeliner and glitter. It was the same, almost the same quality as some MAC stuff, but their stuff is $4 or $5.
Within the store, customers are able to see all their new palettes and the crazy range of colors offered for not only shadows, but also the skin products, and especially for lips. NYX even has its own custom shadow palette bar. Customers have the opportunity to build and create their own 4 or 9 shade palettes using the touchscreen customary system. With all these incredible colors available, each individual palette is sure to be your own.
I look for good, long-lasting makeup that stays on. It's pigmented and just stays on and doesn't wear off. I'm excited to see all the new makeup they have, what they have to offer, because their competitor is Sephora. If they can catch up with Sephora, but also to see how they've improved their makeup in order to become into Stone Bar Mall.
Their stores open the same hours as the mall, Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. With such amazing products at such low prices, it's no wonder the NYX store has been such a huge hit and is giving other cosmetic businesses a run for their money. This is only one of 26 locations in the U.S., and I can't wait to see how the NYX retail shops grow and expand their businesses. Jessica Miner, BNN.
There are so many talented Broncos who share their talents here, but junior Alex Mullen takes it to the next level. She performs her own music and covers at Starbucks each week for the community to enjoy. Darius Hart sits down with Alex to learn more.
When it comes to talent around Boyd, we never stray far up. And for student Alex Mullen, she's taking her singing and music career to a whole new level. Alex has been singing since she was very young, and surprisingly only truly learned guitar a few years ago. She hopes to make it to the big leagues when she gets older, but for now she finds a way of sharing her passion with others by playing at gigs at her local coffee shop.
Whenever I play at a gig, like I see the crowd and they're just so into it and they're like dancing and so it's just like the fact that it brings joy to other people, it amazes me.
When she was little, all the way until middle school, Alex enjoyed playing sports, but when it came to singing, it proved a new front for her to express her feelings and emotions.
My passion for music started whenever I was insanely little. I started singing before I could even walk.
Since she began last year, Alex has packed Starbucks wall to wall with her performances. As well as playing at Starbucks, she also works at Guitar Sanctuary. There, she shows her students the ropes of guitar and sometimes even singing. Alex loves shining light on music and inspires others day by day to follow their dreams just like she has. In her future, she hopes to continue following her passion and inspire others from a larger scale. No matter the weather and no matter her mood, Alex Mullen takes the stars and brings them to others. Her compassionate nature, her awing music, she's sure is to inspire. Darius Hart, BNN.
So, what do you think about Alex?
I think she's super bright and intelligent and has a great future ahead for herself.
It's great. Yeah, I agree.
Well, you might see Alex at Starbucks, but she might have a new stage soon at the local coffee shop, Filtered. It opened 2 years ago and was known for its excellent coffee, and unfortunately it closed, but now is reopened with new owners. I hit the square to see what's new at Filtered. Hi, I'm here at Filtered to take a closer look at the reopening of this cute little coffee shop here in downtown McKinney. After going through a few changes in the business, Filtered has been brought back to life, and as their motto voices, helping the world wake up. This cozy bistro has a unique ambiance with a clean modern look that is incorporated with more metal industrial features. Filter holds many of the same aspects of a traditional coffee house. Customers can come and socialize and enjoy a fresh cup of coffee without any of the crazy noise and interruptions competing cafes would have. This incredible coffee shop offers classic coffee, a variety of brewing techniques, pour-overs, and your choice of loose leaf teas and Italian soft drinks. They even have their own selection of food items available. Filter doesn't just stop at their devotion to a sweet latte, but they also have a music studio within the coffee house. Customers have opportunities to join in on events throughout each month. Just bring your own instrument, voice, or pop in to see the exciting talent perform. Their hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So if you're looking for a good place to find great coffee, come by and see what Filtered can do for you. Jessica Miner, BNN. It's typical Texas. Seems like we can get all the seasons in 1 week. So with this crazy unpredictable weather, you better check with Darius before making your weekend plans. What's going on out there this weekend, Darius?
Thanks, Keegan and Jessica, and happy Friday, Broncos. Welcome to your wonderful weekend weather report. Today, expect warm and mostly sunny spring day. Temperatures reach a high of 75 and a low of 53. So if you're looking to get out today, then this is the perfect day to do so. Saturday, expect some sun and strong thunderstorms later in the day with a high of 77 and a low of 56. It'll be a little cooler in the evening, so be sure to grab a jacket. And finally, expect Sunday to be a bit gloomy as the skies darken and thunderstorms head our way in the morning hours. Then expect showers during the afternoon with a high of 69 and a low of 50. So if you're heading out Sunday, Broncos, be careful. That's all for this weekend's weather report. Back to you, Keegan and Jessica.
Thanks, Darius. It's funny to think that spring break was just a few weeks ago, and we have teachers already planning for spring break of 2018. Katie White sits down with Coach Beto and Mr. DeToy to find out details about the exciting historical adventure they hope to take students on next year.
Did you miss the Europe trip this past spring break? Well, don't you fret. Your favorite A-Push teachers are headed to New York.
Spring break of 2018, Colin Beto and Adam DeToy will be taking students on a trip across the country.
New York, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. Philadelphia being the original capital, and then moving on to D.C., and for that's obvious reasons.
My uncle, Brian DeToy, was a professor at West Point, so pretty highfalutin right there, right? You know, big expert on everything you can imagine, but history is his forte. So, and he's a fun guy too. So it's not just a very sterile, educational trip. It's going to be very exciting, and I think he'll have a lot of fun.
It's not just exclusive for AP students by any means. We're trying to be as inclusive as possible.
Be sure you're listening to the announcements, or come by and talk to me or Coach Beto if you have a chance. The pricing and everything will be explained in the meetings, but I want to have everybody signed up, as many people as possible, prior to finals week of this semester.
We found students already very excited about the upcoming trip and are already finding ways to save money.
I think it'd be a lot of fun to be with my friends and to get to learn about the history of that area.
I'm going to try to raise money by washing dogs or walking dogs.
Start saving up those pennies, Broncos, because the parent meeting is going to be the first week of April. Katie White, BNN.
If you're interested in the trip, stop by the rooms J112 or J113 to learn how you can get involved and attend the meeting on April 3rd at 6.
High school, time for young love and for many students, a first girlfriend or a boyfriend. But what happens when that relationship ends and you and your significant other still have a class together until the end of the school year? Tim Longoria gets the scoop on this awkwardness.
According to, well, pretty much everyone, high school relationships sooner or later are going to end in a breakup. It's just a natural part of life. However, not everybody's relationship can end in the same way, and breakups can really affect the classroom dynamic. We talked to some anonymous interviewees to see how they felt with having classes with their exes.
So, how did your relationship with your ex end?
It ended pretty bad. It ended over text, so it was out of nowhere. There was a bunch of cursing, and there was a bunch of drama in it.
Broke up with me over text and then left me for another girl.
I broke up with her in person and sort of spiraled downhill from there, and now we don't talk a ton.
Everybody handles breakups in different ways, and even if it seems like someone is doing okay after the end of their relationship, still try to be open and caring with them, because they may not be handling it as well as it seems from the outside.
Okay, so how does it feel to have had a relationship like that with someone, but after a breakup, then have to see them in class every single day?
I try to be the bigger person and, make fun of him every chance I get, I really enjoy it. It's kind of fun.
Well, it's kind of uncomfortable because we have some of the same friends. We don't get along very well, so it's just kind of awkward and uncomfortable to sort of be in a class with them. It's really awkward for the most part because you see them and you know a ton about them, and then you realize you're not in a relationship anymore with them, so you can't really do any things that you usually do anymore. You can't, be yourself, really.
Even though going through a breakup can be really difficult, just remember that everything's going to be okay. And if you know anybody in a similar situation, be sure to listen and be supportive if they need any help. Tim Longoria, BNN.
Well, Broncos, that's all for today's show. Stay tuned next week as we look at the new way our schools is going green and fixing our water fountain problem with the inclusion of the new water bottle filling stations.
Then we stop by El Dorado and Alma to get a closer look at the Apex Fitness Center and what it does for our community.
And finally, we explore the criminal trend of stealing Whataburger numbers and how officials are finally cracking down on the case.
Remember, news is always stampeding through the halls of Boyd, and BNN has it covered.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Bronco News Network or on Twitter and Snapchat at Boyd_BNN. Have a great weekend.